Hey everyone, it's time for another mug musing time. And what better mug than this loving mug can we use for asking this question? Are you loving yourself into the right direction in your life, or are you drifting? So sometimes we forget to take a look at that, right? In the minutia of the day-to-day living in the world, the errands, the emails, the texts, meetings, the responsibilities of work and of our lives, we can just do and drift. Not collapse, not fail, just drift. Drifting can be so subtle because it's not expansive. So I want you to grab your favorite beverage and pull up your chair, and let's take one intentional step towards living your truth, one insight at a time. I'm Laura Clark, the founder of the Wise Living Institute, here to share this mug moment to give you that space to gently ask yourself better questions so that wisdom isn't just learned, it's actually lived. So today we're going to be talking about sacred listening inward because that allows expansion in your life. What happens when the one you need to listen to is you? After all, you spend all of this time with yourself. Shouldn't you be listening with respect and with two ears wide open? Do you ever feel in the middle of this minutia of day living, you forget who you are? Let me know below because it's not forgetting in this, excuse me, big dramatic identity crisis way. It's a subtle drift way. You're moving, you're accomplishing, but are you actually moving towards your vision or just moving because you're busy? Big difference. The antidote to this drifting action is expansive thinking. And that sounds paradoxical because in order to not drift, wouldn't you want to narrow your focus? And the answer is no, for three reasons. Expansive thinking creates vast vistas of possibility. So imagine sitting on the dock of the bay. My favorite one is my lake dock. Any dock will do, but you're sitting on the dock of the bay just watching the tide roll away. You're not solving, you're not performing, you're not trying to prove yourself. It's just horizon. Suddenly, when you're sitting there, whatever feels tight inside of you loosens up. Because when you expand your view, your energy shifts. And that thing that felt urgent feels smaller. That thing that you took so personally softens. And the thing that you find to be so overwhelming becomes so much more manageable. Expansive thinking creates vast vistas that remind you of who you are in connection with this great cosmos that we are in. So when you zoom out and look at your life on this dock, instead of the texts and emails and the spreadsheets, you can ask yourself better questions. Questions like, who am I becoming? Is the direction aligned with the woman I say I want to be? And am I walking in my truth or just drifting and busy? Expansion allows you to see your life and not just react to it. Secondly, expansion allows you to become the sacred observer. So in my last mug musing, I talked about the owl and sacred observe from a high perch perspective. It doesn't shame, it doesn't spiral, it just observes. It simply sees. Expansion gives you that same sacred observation but turned inward. Without expansion, we take all of these feelings that are wrapped up inside and we start criticizing ourselves. We might ask ourselves, how did I end up here? What is going on in my life? I shouldn't be doing this. I should be doing that. I should be farther down the road. And that's that contraction. Those are all those feelings. It's self-judgment. It's not sacred observation. Expansion is not about trying to improve yourself. It's self-awareness without that self-punishment. Expansive thinking is self-awareness without your self-punishment. When you sit on your own internal dock and look at your life with this wide horizon, you simply start noticing. You notice and you don't attack yourself. You say, oh, I chose that. Oh, I'm drifting over here. It's not shameful, it's just clear. And this spacious noticing allows you to calibrate from that place of sacredness, your soul. And the third thing about expansive thinking is it has to be fun, it has to be robust, and it has to be full, like sitting on the dock of bed. If your examining feels overwhelming, heavy, or hard, you're doing it in a state of contraction. You haven't taken that moment to let everything flow so that you can really hear. You're listening to your feelings, not your truth. So when you're having fun with it and you see yourself doing something, you said, "Oh, there I go again. I can't believe I did it again." Oh well, I don't shame myself. I let it soften. I say, oh, I did it again. Oh, darn. It doesn't make me feel condemned. It makes me feel curious. Oh, did that choice feel expansive? No, it felt tight. Did that choice move me closer to my vision? It moved me further away because I did it again. Oh, darn. What would the woman I am becoming to choose do differently next time? See yourself in that woman. Make it creative, make it visual, be curious, make it light. This becomes a ritual, not a performance review for yourself. So before I give you a doc moment practice to align yourself with, if this resonates, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to be notified of other Mug Musings so that you have simple soul practices available to you. So for your dock moment, and don't take it literally, we don't have to go to a dock. We can do this at our kitchen tables, at a stoplight. But it's those 2 or 3 minutes where you just sit quiet and still, and you look at the horizon in your mind's eye, and you ask yourself, who am I becoming? Do I like her, or is she drifting? Are my choices today reflecting the woman I want to become? Don't judge, just notice and let it expand yourself. This expansive thinking widens when you use vast vistas by allowing that non-judgmental space and making it fun. Then you can make new choices. Together, this brings you back to who you are and the truth of who you are being. Capital B, capital E-I-N-G. So let me know in the comments, what expansive actions have you been taking in your life to become that better, best woman that you're asking of yourself? So for now, sit that in, stretch with it, allow it to expand you, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Always, always, always mug on in your life.